Hey everyone, Davey here. Pokemon is all the craze right now. While everybody is out there playing Pokemon Go, god damn it, I'm going to be doing a very quick review on something that I dug up from my past. If you guys watched my video on my Nintendo 64 collection, I mentioned that I was missing a couple of cartridges. While I was looking for those damn cartridges, I happened to stumble upon these little gems right here. Back in the day, realizing how big of a success the trading card game was for Pokemon, as well as the games themselves and the TV show and everything, it was only a matter of time before the people over at Hasbro decided to innovate and try something a little bit different. And so they came up with the Pokemon Battling Coin Game. In other words, it's just the card game, only in coin form, pretty much. For all of those coin collecting enthusiasts, now you got yourselves a brand new fix. And they sold them in these nice little CD looking cases, and basically you open them up, and inside these little CD cases were these little cardboard holders that would house your coins, as well as a nice little graph inside that would not only contain a little booklet for your instructions on how to play the game that I'll go over in a second, but it would also have a nice little chart to kind of give you an idea of what the attacks are going to be. Because let's just face it, this little battling coin game was no more than a glorified version of rock, paper, scissors. Basically, I'm going to give you the rundown. You have 3 coins to start off, and you need to have 3 coins at the beginning, otherwise you can't play. You can have more than 3 coins just as long as each player that you will go up against had the same amount of coins throughout. So if you have 5, they have to have 5. You would take the coins, let me go ahead and take them out, and they would be made out of die-cast metal, so that kind of emphasized the collecting factor out of these coins. You would take the coins, and as you can see, each one had a nice little holographic sticker that would signify what Pokemon you had on that coin. And then on the sides there, you would see like these little numbers, what they call widgets. And on those widgets would be the numbers, as well as one widget that would have a solid color. The number is pretty much your attack points. You know how I just said that this was pretty much a glorified version of rock, paper, scissors? Well, basically, you would spin the coin around on a surface by this side right here. You got a nice little embedded design that says Pokemon with a nice little Pokeball right there, and it says gotta catch them all. However, on the Pokeball, the little button on the Pokeball would be protruding just a little bit, so that when you put it on the surface, it would actually spin rather nice. I'm about to go ahead and demonstrate it right here, and spin. There you go. You would pretty much spin it like that, and it would actually continue spinning. You would put the finger down, and you would slide it up against your opponent. So let's go ahead and take 2 coins right here. You would spin both of the coins and then match them like this. And depending on what widget you would land on, so let's say for example they would land here, and you got Arcanine who had a number 70, whereas Ponyta had the number 10, that pretty much means that Arcanine, whoever had Arcanine, won this round. And basically, whoever wins gets to continue going through the next battle with that Pokemon. However, the other person that lost has to take the coin and just keep it facing side up and just move it to the side, and then they would take the next coin that was facing down in their pile and put it up and be like, okay, that's the next Pokemon. And that's actually one of the things that I didn't like about the battling coin game that not even the video games had, is that you didn't know which Pokemon was coming up next. It was kind of like a fusion between rock, paper, scissors, and I guess you can kind of sort of say poker, where you didn't know what card you were going to get next. That to me was fun, and spending time just spinning these things around and then just matching them, as well as the actual novelty of having them in coin form, was really nice, as well as the holographic sticker. To me, this feels just a little bit more durable and a lot neater to collect than the trading card. And I gotta be honest, I really do regret not collecting more of these guys, because they look rather nice, especially putting them in like a nice little folder and just seeing them all line up. I've seen some pictures on Google of people that spend an awful lot of time and money spending these coins, and they look rather nice, especially when you consider that the majority of these coins house the original 150 Pokemon, and that really takes me back. Of course, there are more rules than just that, just spinning the coin and figuring out who got the highest number, and of course who got the highest number ended up winning. There's also little widgets that have like the solid color, that's the knockout attack, which I guess depending on the chart, as you can see within the little cardboard fold out here, you can see a little chart that shows which attack faces out the other. And I'm not going to read all this. I mean, you can see there's a lot of text. But this little booklet here tells you what it all means, what the colors mean, what the widgets mean, who beats who, what kind of items you could use, like a Pokeball, a potion, or you could get the 2x, which means you could go twice or something like that. I don't remember per se, and I'm not going to go through all this time reading this. But still, it's a variation of the card game in coin form. And it's nice because I feel like coins are just a little bit cooler to collect, especially when you have them looking like this. The only downside, however, that I think plagues not only this coin game, but also the card games, even to this day with either Pokemon, the new generations of Pokemon, or even Yu-Gi-Oh! Is where, of course, if you got a company that has a property that they can extort to make a collectible something out of, like a collectible card game or a collectible coin game in this case, they're gonna try to leech the living shit out of your wallet by trying to make you say, oh, there's a collectible rare card or coin inside. I mean, I was begging to get myself either a Pikachu or a Mewtwo through these two sets that I got right here. You guys want to know what else I got in this second set? Let's go ahead and open it up. Before I do open up, let's go ahead and recap what Pokemon I actually have right here. I got Dugong right there with his goofy ass face. Look at that. Dugong. Got Ponyta. It's funny because some of these Pokemon I never actually collected when I used to play Blue and Crystal and some of those older generations of Pokemon games. And then we got Arcanine. So 2 fire Pokemon and 1 water Pokemon. Pretty solid little set right there. We got a second one right here. Let's go ahead and open it up. And what do we have? Another Dugong and another Ponyta. The only new addition is Kabuto right there. How many times do we have to go through this whenever we're collecting either coins or trading cards or anything that is collectible by these companies, where you know for a fact, at least now that you're older, you know for a goddamn fact that they purposely package these coins or cards or whatever it is that you're collecting so that they have like multitudes of the same card or multitudes of the same Pokemon in each set, and you're gonna have to like track, and they send them out to like these states or whatever, packaged like that purposely. So you're gonna, if you want like a rare Pokemon, like you want a rare Mewtwo or something like that, you're gonna have to travel long distances, probably the same amount of distances that you're traveling right now playing Pokemon Go, to catch some of these rare collectibles or rare Pokemon or whatever it is that you're collecting, because the company knows what they're doing. They know what they're doing, and that's why you're spending all this money trying to find these collectible cards or coins, whether it be now or even back in the day when you were younger and wanted these things here. And that's what really turned me off from wanting to get into some of these card games or coin games or whatever it is that you have to collect more to be better at, whether it be Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, or anything that came out of Japanese manga or whatever. They knew what they were doing, and it's a shame because these coins are rather cool to look at and reminisce back, and I do, part of me at least, wishes that I could have collected more and could have broadened my collection, but since that wasn't the case. However, I turn to you guys now. Do you guys remember this battling coin game from Pokemon back in the day? If you do manage to have had these coins in your possession, please let me know in the comments. Who did you guys get in your little set, your set of 3 here? Who did you get, and did you manage to catch like 2 of the same Pokemon in this coin game where you knew that they were giving out these like the same coins over and over just to get you to buy some more? Because that's just this is straight up bullshit. And sadly, I am not in the camp of playing Pokemon Go because I don't have a smartphone. I don't have an actual smartphone. I just have a iPod, and it only works when I have Wi-Fi, and even when I do have Wi-Fi, it just messes up. It keeps saying that I don't have the GPS set up right, so I can't really catch any Pokemon except for the starter that were in my room. So if you're currently playing Pokemon Go, please let me know how's that going for you. And I'm not saying that sarcastically, like generally tell me, how is Pokemon Go? Do you think that we're seeing some kind of resurgence with Pokemon, mainly because Nintendo knows that nostalgia is in these days with all these remakes, reboots, remasters? Do you think Pokemon is simply just another case of them trying to use nostalgia to get our hard-earned money? And do you think it's justified because we do miss those good old days just that bad? Please let me know in the comments, like and share this video, and please subscribe for future videos that have to do with Pokemon or video games or any combination of the two. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.